As we were discussing, the freeze panes. What does it mean? It means when you have a large worksheet and there are rows and column, and suppose you have written the home address or the Aadhaar number, male, female, gender, family, different details you have put in that long list of columns and you have put in the data. If any person asks you about just give me the Aadhaar number or some particular name or address, so you have to find that Aadhaar number in the long list of columns. So there it takes a long time to find the Aadhaar number column, and you may get some confusion, you may get confused. So just to save our time, you just have the names and you can scroll that mouse, you can drag the mouse to that particular column which is behind that, and there you can easily select the Aadhaar number, which is just like in the book we have pages, just all the pages are behind the front page. Similar way, there is a column of freeze panes. So this is really very easy for all of us to use it. Like this you can see on the screen, it goes behind and the red color arrow you can see. So this is really easy, you just have to click there and it will automatically go behind that, or from vertical or horizontal way, both ways it can go behind that. It can go downward to upward or in row wise or also column wise it can go. So you can search by using row method or by column method, in both the ways. Also interchange you can do. Now let's understand the page break. For example, you have written or you have typed some text in the sheet, and earlier you have worked in MS Word and there are long sheets or long tables. In Excel we have long sheets and long sheets, and if the sheet is too big, just for example I will show you that you can see on the screen there is a red color boundary, and you can easily understand why is this red color and boundaries are given. If the sheet is too big, then how can you take printout and how can you see a particular data? So if in case you need to break the data into pieces and to take printout, so that you can put them on sheet of paper and collect them together, or you can just paste them together for your complete data. So for that page break is used. Now page setup, how to do the page setting, how do you select the page, that I will show you. That you can see on the screen, there are two pages, the one is page, the first picture is page. There you can select yourself about how would you like to take printout, in a portrait form or a landscape form, in horizontal or vertical method. So that way. And the second picture is of margins. Margin is used for making changes. There are some numbers written over there, 0 point something, and so if we do that preview of your sheet, that will help you understand how your page will look like, and you can increase the size of the margin or decrease the size of the margin, top margin or the footer margin on the right side of the sheet or on the left side of the sheet. So that is really important for us to understand this margin. Now next screen is also having two pictures. The first one is header. This is a sign of header, and the second is a sign of footer, like we have head and foot. So, in any text we have the top portion that is known as header, and also the bottom portion we put time or date or any company name or phone numbers or any details we put there. So, header and footer can be used for that, and in the middle portion we can have space to do typing. So, in case we do not have header and footer, then how will our printout or the final paper will look like? So, it is better we put some space for header and footer. So, that will automatically come on the print and it will be easy for us. So, header and footer is important in a page. Then after that, the second picture is of sheet. This explains like in any sheet there is some typing work, or I just don't want to take print out, but I want to see that in a small portion. So, we will drag that at one place and then we can take print out of that small portion only. So, that is used for taking print out of a small portion instead of a big sheet. That is also used, and we use this sheet for taking a print out of this small portion. So, both ways it can be used. The next is print, like finally we take print. So, before taking print we need to preview that. We should make the necessary adjustment, put colors and necessary margin we put, then after that we take print. So, print taking so soon it is not a good idea. It is better we take a print preview and see the print, how is it looking. Then automatically finally we can put we can take printouts of the remaining papers later. Also the print setup, also we can choose the number of pages, how many pages we want to take print out. It is up to us to select or choose the number of sheets. Like in any spreadsheet, we can also do protection, that is protect sheet, through this protect sheet option. Like we have, if in case I have done some work and some other person comes on my system and want to see or want to steal or anything, see my personal details like fund or bank details or anything, and just make some changes and go away, then who will get who will be in loss? So, we can protect our sheet by putting passwords or putting lock. There are various kinds of work at bank or personal also. We do lots of work, so we can save our data using protect sheet. There are different ways to enter a password in the protect sheet. As you all know that in your mobile you put your password. So, similar way it is easy to put password in the protect sheet. Password you have to remember because there are columns and rows, and you can also protect password in particular row, particular column, and some portion remaining you can leave open. So, it is all up to you. You want to make it open for all the columns and all the rows. So, this way can be used. Also, if you have done your work and you want to make it open, you want to unprotect your sheet, then opening the sheet with your password, which you already done earlier and you remember your password. So, you have to remember your password, you must remember your password. In case you forget, then you will not be able to open it. So, remembering password will help you make your work easy and protect your sheet. Now, in the keyboard there are some alphabets, and also that keyboard also has some shortcuts which we are now going to discuss and understand. Like you all are working, you know, there is some Ctrl button, Control. When you press Control plus O, then that is used for open. You can save your time with pressing two buttons together and just use that for option. That can save your time and make your work faster. So, that is first option is open. To open your work, Ctrl plus O. The second is, if you want to select, like if you want to drag, or you need to select a paragraph or whole paragraph, full paragraph, for that Ctrl plus A. And the third is copy. If you want to copy something and paste somewhere else, then that copy purpose, for that copy purpose you can do the copy. So, every time you have to just type your text, it is not necessary. You can just do Ctrl plus C. So, it is very easy. Or you can just copy and then paste at some other place in any file or any Excel sheet. Just copy and do paste and type that name. So, that is also possible. The next is Ctrl plus bold. That B is used for bold, like we say that the person is fat. Similar way we make the alphabets fat. So, bold, for bold we can use Ctrl plus B. That can make our text bigger and bolder. Then last is Ctrl plus P, that is for taking printout. When we press two buttons together, when you have typed some of your work and you just want to take printout, then just go to file, then print option, it takes a long time. But pressing Ctrl plus P button together, you can directly go to the print option and it can save your time. So, this is very easy. So, all these shortcuts are very useful and you can make your work faster this way. So, there are more details about these shortcuts that is already there in the book. Like before, from in this video beginning till now, what we have learned about the columns and about the rows, and you have to remember their names, and also the freeze panes. And these shortcut keys, making this a bold or select some text. The important is just don't take your printout so soon. You should make a preview of it. You can make the necessary changes, you can do the necessary calculation. So, I hope you have understood all and you must practice it well. Thank you so much.